So Nathan has won. He's obviously played very well, and he was by far the more dominant player, which Richard probably doesn't want to hear. Just viewing the match, tactically, with a little bit of advice for Nathan, I would say maybe 4 or 5 things. I think the first thing is if he could volley more to put a lot of pressure on your opponent, especially into those back 2 corners. So he could push up the court and volley more. Using the lob could be a useful weapon for him. So rather than it being a defensive shot, the lob becomes an attacking shot and it gets himself out of trouble. So I think he could lob a little bit more than he does at the moment. I mean, the one thing that Nathan has, he has very good hands and is actually a very gifted squash player. But he needs to be a little bit careful that he doesn't open up the court too much by playing too many shots and giving your opponent too many angles. So in many ways, it's trying to keep the ball a little bit straighter. Be careful how often you use the boast, and not, as I say, to open up that court too much to let your opponent attack. Because also what this can do, it can lead to errors. But as I say, Nathan's a very clever player and has great racket skills. He probably needs to he needs to use his movement to better effect at times.